With everything that's been going on around here in the last week or so, one thing that hasn't been going on is Frisbee time or taking the dog for rides. So I figured today might be the day. We went out and had our morning shop meeting and got everything lined out, figured out who was going to take care of what today, while me and Matt took off to go to Jegs, with the dogs, of course. Matt had compiled a list of things that we needed to get today at Jegs on his phone, and we were praying that we could find our favorite salesman. Lo and behold, Uncle Terry was working today. So Matt handed over the list of items that we needed, and Uncle Terry got busy digging them out. While Matt and Terry were busy getting all those parts rounded up, I did a little window shopping, while the dogs waited patiently outside. Incredibly, after 2 days in a row of going to Jegs to pick up parts, they knock it out of the park once again. Uncle Terry had everything we needed right there at the 11th Avenue store. Once we got done at Jegs, we headed back to the shop, where I find Mr. Tommy out back with his brand new .22 rifle he just bought yesterday. Tommy's taken up a new interest in firearms, and he's got himself a target set up about 60 yards away. Tommy's really proud of this .22 rifle. He's been out there target practicing with it all morning, and he let me take a few shots with it as well. After taking a few shots with Tommy's new .22, I decided I'd better get Dad's tractor returned to him before he come calling for it. So I went back, fired up the old Ford, and decided to load it up on the trailer and haul it back to the farm. And it gave me an idea. You know, yesterday, Matt's girls were giving me quite a bit of trouble about being old-fashioned and boring and grumpy. And I thought, well, maybe they just haven't experienced life the way I have. So, I offered to take them with me to take this tractor back up to the farm so they can go see the baby goats. It didn't take too much to talk them into that. So we load up in the dually and we head to Mom and Dad's house talking about baby goats this, baby goats that. And they're still giving me a pretty hard time about being a crotchety, old-fashioned old fart. Well, let's see how this goes. At first, the girls were a little bit leery of the goats, especially the ones that had horns. But after a handful of minutes of them getting warmed up, I figured they're going to be okay. So I went ahead and unloaded the tractor while the kids watched the goats in the pen. They seem to be getting along with the goats pretty good, but not nearly as good as this cat. Mom and Dad's got an old barn cat up there that runs around hunting mice. He's pretty friendly, and the girls warmed up to him real fast. The cat was much more interesting to them than the chickens. They didn't even want to get anywhere near that chicken coop. They were worried that we were trespassing on somebody else's property. I said, well, I don't live here, but this is where I grew up. After the kids got to see where I grew up, I thought maybe I ought to show them how I grew up. I mean, it's all old-fashioned and all, but maybe they'd give it a chance. After a few minutes of on-the-job training, they were ready to give it a shot. It didn't take too long for old-fashioned tractor rides to come back into style. Now, Matt was in the garage working on the Nova, and he could hear the tractor running, but when he heard the tractor going around the barn and I wasn't the one driving it, he had to come out and see what was going on. Let's just say that their dad was fearful See, old-fashioned stuff's fun too. Like driving tractors and chasing goats.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And stepping on cattails. Okay, so I guess tormenting cats didn't go over as well as driving tractors. And the excavator was okay. Ella liked it, but her sister not so much. She was getting a little wild on the excavator, so I thought, well, maybe she needs her own tractor to ride around on. Now, Ella's pretty smart. It took her about 1.5 laps to realize if she cut to the inside of her sister, she could go around her. I had to keep telling her to slow down. After about 50 laps around the barn, the girls had to go in and tell Miss Vicky that they had mastered driving the tractors.
I don't even know how to drive that.
I can. Are you easy? I can teach you.
Holy cow.
And I know how makes the thing go up and down.
Oh my gosh.
And turn it on and off.
He's trying to outscore me on the fun scale.
Done.
Yeah, you can
deal.
12.
How am I supposed to compete with baby goats and tractor rides?
And a cat.
Okay.
There's a baby cat in there.
I haven't even dug into the monster trucks yet.
I lose.
Can we go into the mom? Can we do monster trucks?
Oh,
I
you
lose.
like old-fashioned stuff now?
I've
Yeah.
lost.
I
lost.
yeah. He's only 2 above you. He's a 12 and you're a 10.
Oh! So after I finished up with tractor driving lessons, I went out to check on Matt and I realized, it's almost 6 o'clock and I still haven't been to A1 yet. Well, by the time I called Mark with everything we needed, he had already closed the store up. But he said, well, if you need this stuff tonight, I'll wait on you. Get your butt down here. So, I jump in the old 55 and I make my way down there as quickly as I could get there. So I made my way down there in record time in the old 55, and true to his word, Mark was standing inside the store waiting on me. Once I got there, he dug out a few extra things I didn't even tell him I needed and had everything that I told him already laid out. All right, guys, we're back. So today's been a pretty good day. Got my glasses, so I can actually see without squinting. Let's see. Pretty good day. Matt's car is still over here in the shop. He's still working on it. Probably gonna need another trip to Jegs tomorrow. Unfortunately, there are just a handful of little things that we still need, but we're getting very close. We've got, the engine has been primed. It has good oil pressure, and the distributor is now down in it, and Matt is currently out there putting spark plugs in it as we speak. So we are hoping that tomorrow we will hear the Nova run. The fuel system is almost complete. Billy mounted the fuel tank in the back of the car for him today and welded studs to the floor pan to hold it. So that turned out really nice. I don't know. We've got some wiring to do. We got to wire the ignition system. We got to wire the water pump and the fan and the fuel pump and all that. Water pump. I don't know. What all did I say? I don't know. I'm tired. But anyway, outside of that, it's getting really close. It's getting really close. Unfortunately, the weather's calling for rain all weekend here. So if we can get this thing to run tomorrow, he might be able to at least cruise it up the road tomorrow and see how things go, but hard to tell. Let's see. Reading through the comments from last night's video, a lot of really nice comments. I really appreciate that. Jamie saw the video and he just sent me a text here just a minute ago and thanked me for it, and he's very appreciative of the shout outs and the prayers that everybody posted for him. Pretty incredible story, really. anyway, we're just over the top thankful for all the love and support that everybody shows our family. If somebody would have told me 2 years ago that I'd be able to retire and just have a YouTube channel, I would have said you're absolutely crazy, but here we are. I'm glad that our family and our stories resonate with so many people and give somebody some enjoyment, some entertainment, sometimes laughter. But it's just us. I mean, this is just my life. This is just my kids and my wife just trying to live the best we can, and we're learning and living just like everybody else. So anyway, tomorrow we'll be back on Matt's Nova again, and I think Ella's birthday is tomorrow, Matt's youngest girl. Her birthday is tomorrow, so I think we're going to try and take her to, I don't know, some trampoline thing where kids can just go in there and bounce like crazy. I don't know. And I think we're going to have cake and ice cream for her here and have a little birthday party here at the house. Kenny should be back tomorrow to help Matt work on the Nova, and I'll probably be running some errands. I know we got some belts tonight down there at Mark's, and I don't know what the heck Billy was talking about. He told me 44 inches, and that's about 10 inches too big. So I got to take these belts back to Mark, and we got a few more fittings and things to get at Jegs. I don't know, but we're getting close on the Nova. Matt's almost got it ready to fire up. So I don't know, guys. Vicky's not doing too bad. She got sick right after pacemakers. She went and got tested. It's not COVID or anything, just a cold. She felt really bad the first day, and then today she's feeling a lot better, and so she's not 100% back to herself. She's not in a position where she wants to be on camera because she's not feeling good. She thinks she sounds funny, and she doesn't look, she just looks tired and sick, so she doesn't want to be on camera yet. So hopefully tomorrow she'll feel up to doing her normal thing around here, giving me trouble. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here for today, guys. Get this video finished up, get it uploaded, and get to bed so I can get up in the morning and go again. Appreciate everybody watching. Thank you for your love and support, your prayers for everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.